Hello and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Carly and I run a handmade small business called Made. And we're in a little bit of a different area today. We're in my garage and I was going to do this outside, but it's blazing hot out there. It's like 4 in the afternoon. I just got home from work, so I figured I'd just set it up in my garage and I'd take you guys along with me while I do kind of like this mock setup. I want to make sure I have everything like in its place. If I need to buy something else, I can. If I need to rearrange some things, I have time as well. The market is this weekend, so again, if you guys are local to me, I am going to be at the Hernando County Blueberry Festival. It's May 8th, 9th, and 10th. And if you go to my website, which is in the description box too, it'll have all of that information on my website. There's a little tab that says upcoming market events for those of you who don't know. So yeah, we're going to just kind of set up everything. Now, I don't have my tablecloths or anything like that. So yeah, I wasn't going to bring all of that out. So I'm just going to take you guys along with me while we try to organize these tables. And as you can see, my kind of, I guess, theme or like aesthetic is going to be like lighter wood, white, and then my tablecloths are sage green. So, and there's like little pops of silver in here. So it's definitely, I tried to have like a little theme going on, and I tried to buy like the same thing so it's not too like mix and match, but there's a couple things that like this, my stand here is a darker wood. Eventually maybe I'll get another one or make another one because I made that, but for right now it gets the job done. So yeah, when you guys are like getting your market booth together and kind of like thinking about things, just try to maybe write things out or go to Pinterest and see if you can find some ideas from there. But kind of try to get like a cohesive look to everything. So like there's a couple things that I have that are wicker, but I feel like it goes together. And then I've got a couple things that are like the clear acrylic. So yeah, just wanted to give that little bit of information. And we're going to start on this back table here because I know that's where like my checkout thing is. And yeah, so I'm going to start with that back table and I'll bring you guys in. All right. And again, we're in the garage, so there is stuff everywhere. But you know, this used to be like our little hangout spot when pretty much like when I was in my drinking days. If you guys don't know, I've been sober over 2 years, praise the Lord. But we had a pool table right here. We've got a fridge there. There's a jukebox behind me. And yeah, this is where we would hang out and like have all of our get-togethers and stuff. Not that I don't like to have get-togethers, but I mean, we were drinking a lot back then, but we're not anymore, thank the Lord. So anyways, yeah, there's stuff everywhere. We got the lawnmower there, but we're just gonna get set up here. And I wanted to start with the back table because this is definitely the table, like I kind of know where I wanna put everything. So this is where my checkout stand is. And I had made that one from, these are just one of the metal crates here that you buy from like Hobby Lobby or Michael's or Walmart. And then I just had a piece of wood that I nailed to it. I made this little pay here sign. Looks like it needs to be glued. It's been through, you know, many markets. But the opening here, this is where I'll put some things. Like you can put your little bags in here. I put my phone in there, you know, just whatever you need, you can just put in there. So I know that is going to go there. And these are normally in the back. We're gonna move this out of the way. What I wanted to see is not that one. Is it these? Yes. And anything that I can link that I've gotten from Amazon, I will put that in the description box. So that way you guys, if you're looking for market like displays and stuff. So now what I'm thinking, because I got new ones. That's a little one and a little one. This is, I don't know if we're gonna have enough room. And this is why we practice before going to a market. because now I have the medium size essentials pouches and I have the large ones. So I was kind of hoping I could put them back here. I'm not sure. We're gonna have to figure it out. I guess that wouldn't be bad. I need a bigger table, that's the problem. I never think, like, these are 6-foot tables, but I mean, I guess I could do an 8-foot on the back. That would be a good idea. All right, am I crazy? But to me, like those, it's way too cluttered back there. So I'm going to try to put everything up where I had it before. That way I can start like with the base of what I know I had before, and we can kind of move on from there. And I try to like keep the wallets and the wristlets like in the same area so people know. And I hang displays on the side of that as well so people know like what they are. And then I'll have the scrunchy wristlets too, which are gonna be on one of these. So I need to put here. Nice, so those will all be wristlets and stuff. And now I've been contemplating, I'm gonna keep, because in this one I like to put the small zipper pouches. So I think I'm gonna keep that right there. But what I wanna do, let's see, the Kindle and book sleeves right here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So this will be the Kindle sleeves and then the medium and large ones, and something else can go right there. I'm sorry if you guys can hear the cars drive by. I live on a pretty busy road. People use it as like a cut through to get to the main roads. So, but I got these little white collapsible crates just from Hobby Lobby. They used to be like $2 or $3, and now they've obviously gone up in price, but I use these for my small and medium cup koozies. And we got this for the prayer quilts. That one I always put right out at the front so people can see them. It's a small price point, so it kind of draws people in. Okay, but I really need to think about these essentials pouches because I don't know where to put them. So I also have a few chapstick holders. I definitely have some car coasters. These are going to be for pens. So I can move these down. I need one for lanyards. Where's that? Right here. Because I like to have my checkout station. I don't want to get rid of that because I like that. But pause, let me think about this. I'm going to send a picture to my husband because he's good at this, and just see what his thoughts are, and I'll get back to you in just a second. Okay, so for the back table here, I did bring my essentials pouches out just so I could kind of get a feel. And I took away one of these because then it would have been too much, but I'm really happy with how this came out. I asked my husband and my sister, and I think this is what we're gonna do on the back table because my checkout's right here. I was watching Netflix, but that'll be turned that way. And then in the back there, we put AirPod cases, and then in the back one here, I put my Kindle or phone grips back there, but I think this will be perfect because I'm just gonna tape the price signs like right in front of them. So we'll have the medium essentials pouches and we'll have the large ones as well. Yeah, I am super happy with this. I was very worried, like I have everything everywhere, and I took it off the table because I was trying to figure out like what to do with all of them, and it doesn't help that I have like a bunch of different prints. But again, I do have that A-frame that I put out front, so I'm gonna put some of the essentials pouches out there as well. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this came out, and now we're gonna work on the sides here. What I mean when I say the AirPod cases, you probably can't see it in the video, but I have this is in my Amazon storefront, but I have it Velcroed just to one of the stands there, and they're clear, but I put my AirPod cases right in here. The top two are normally the pros, and then the bottom two shelves are normally the regular size. But then we'll have the checkout station, and then this one here again is on the stand, and it's Velcroed, so it's not going anywhere. And I just put my Kindle and phone grips right in that one there. But yeah, I'm really happy with how that turned out, and having them like turned to the side like that gave me enough space to get all of the prints in there. And yeah, I am just loving this. This is gonna go really, really well, and I'm just thankful that I'm doing the mock setup now, because going to a market and not having an idea of what you're going to put out and where you're gonna put everything really makes it stressful. So I'm just happy that I'm able to have the time to do this and get everything set up beforehand. And boy, is it hot in here. Oh, good old Florida weather, and we're not even in the summertime yet, and this is what it's going to be like at the market. So make sure you bring fans too to the market if you can. I know they have some that go into the top of the booth, but I just have like a freestanding fan that is battery operated, and yeah, just make sure you bring fans, water, snacks, and all of that to the markets with you, because you don't want to pass out from dehydration, trust me. But let me move my coffee, and we're gonna work on this side over here. So again, prayer quilts will go in here, and I just tape the price sign there. We've got wallets that will go there. And then we've got these wristlets. These ones will be the scrunchy wristlets. I'm still working on those. I just have to put the metal hardware on them, and they are good to go. But these are small cup koozies, medium cup koozies. And I could actually, I'm gonna move those down there, give that some space. And I also have mini wallets that I'm gonna probably put in these two here. The mini ones are just a little bit smaller than my regular ones. So, and they're a little bit cheaper than the regular ones, but that way we'll have the mini ones out here as well. And we could probably put one of these, we'll have, and this is a spinning, which again, I need to take this off. It's so embarrassing that I still even have this on here, but I'm gonna work on taking that sticker off today. I don't know why like Marshalls and Ross and everything put their stickers in the worst spots possible. Just put it on the bottom. Why can't you put it on the bottom? No, you have to stick it on the side. Ugh. Anyways, these will have some of my pens in here, either the beaded ones or the glitter pens, and then cup koozies in there. And we can kind of space this out here, and we'll see. This is gonna be like our wallet and wristlet area per se. So I'm happy with that so far. If we have to change it up, we can. We're gonna move on to the other side. And again, don't mind the junk everywhere. We're in the garage. So we're gonna move these out of the way now. Actually, I think I need to keep two. And some of these wood, because like you can see this one, I haven't put anything on them, and this one I just got some of that like cabinet liner, and I just glued it on there because I didn't have any more of that Velcro. But that way we can just set these on here, and they're not gonna move around or anything. But these are gonna be my beaded keychains. These all fell off in my closet, so I've got one in there for now. I think I'm gonna put beaded keychains there, and then we're gonna put lanyards here, which I'm gonna have those as well. They're in my closet too, I just haven't brought them out. And then medium and large Kindle sleeves, and medium and large book sleeves, and then the small Kindle sleeves here. Let's move this. I was gonna use that, but I'm not. And then we'll have some displays. We'll have the small zipper pouches. Put that there, so that way, I got these at Hobby Lobby, and I just set one of them in there with a little book, and then this one, a book as well. So I put this Kindle sleeves on this one and the medium book sleeve on that one, and we'll have a price sign. So that's fine. I will have glitter pens too, which I'm finishing those up. And once I do finish this mock setup, I'm gonna bring you guys inside, and we'll cool down, and we'll finish prepping too. But yeah, these are gonna be, I think, my glitter epoxy pens I'll put in here. And I do have car coasters that I wanna bring out as well. So yeah, I think this is gonna work out. It kind of looks odd right now because we don't have like the tablecloths or anything on them, or the tent. And I'm excited to show you guys. You'll see, not this week, but next week in the market vlog, what I'm gonna put in the back of the tent, and it's gonna be so cute. I was gonna pop it up, but I don't have time to do that right now. But I'm gonna be putting because my tablecloths are sage green, and I got some sheer curtains and a curtain rod, so I'm gonna hang it in the back of my booth and kind of like drape them. Oh, it's gonna be cute, hopefully. I mean, one could hope, but yeah, I think this is going to be our setup so far, and I'll give you an overview so you can see everything. And all right, so we do have a couple leftover stands, which is fine because maybe eventually I'll use them. But yeah, this is what we've got so far. This is going to be like our small zipper pouches, like Kindle area, keychains, lanyards, wallet and wristlet section here with some cup koozies, pens over there. I might put both of these pens over here, but I also have the car coasters. We'll see. So that might change during the week in the event. But yeah, the back table, I've already bagged up all of the essentials pouches. So yeah, this is what our setup is going to be, and we're gonna go inside now and cool down and finish market prep. Okay, so we're back in the room and we're cooled off, and now I'm in a sweater because you guys know it's freezing in here. So that's just what we're doing. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, this is kind of my little pen setup I made by, I think it's a 2x4, and I just drilled some holes in there. So when I'm working on a big batch of pens, they can just sit in here. I used this so I could put all of the decals and stuff on the pens, but we're gonna work on epoxying them. And I don't have these pens on my website. I have some of them on my Etsy, but I'm gonna work on, after the market, putting all of my pens on my website as well, just to have a little bit more variety of things on my website. So we're going to start mixing up some epoxy here. And this is just a 2-part epoxy. So there's a part A and a part B. I also have UV resin that I use for my badge buddies and badge reels and stuff like that. I should really be wearing a mask, but it's fine. This is a pretty well ventilated area, so I'm not too worried about it. My son, he's supposed to have a band concert tomorrow because he's in band and he plays the trumpet, but he has been sick the past few days, and I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make it tomorrow. I hope he will. But he's been coughing up a storm, and it's one of those, like, I guess like a productive, like, wet cough. So I don't know how, if he goes to the concert, how he's gonna do playing the trumpet, but we're just playing it by ear and see how he's doing. We'll see how he's doing tomorrow. And while I was at work today, I kind of tried to make a list of things that I want to finish and have like I like to make a checklist, you know, to do the night before to make sure I have everything that I need and everything's charged and I don't forget anything. So I worked on that a bit today while I was at work. And yeah, so I've got my list. This is going to be the first thing we work on because the epoxy has to sit for at least 24 hours. So, and then behind me here, I think I got a little over 100 prayer quilts finished. They just need to be like, do the pinking around the edges and cut the strings off. So I'm going to work on that as well, which this will be my longest market yet. I've done like a 2-day event. That's the one I do when I go to Tennessee. But this is a 3-day one, and I haven't done one that long. So, you know, I'm worried about leaving my tent there overnight, and like, do you leave your product there? I know that they have security and stuff going to be like walking around and, you know, just making sure nobody goes in there or whatever, but I don't know. I'm just worried about leaving it there. And when I'm in Tennessee, where we stay, it, like, out the window of the apartment, I can see, or the Airbnb, it's an apartment, but I can see my tent. It's right off of Main Street, so I don't worry about it too much while I'm there. But this is like, you know, it's a good 30 minutes from my house, so I don't know. I just hope all goes well. And my best friend, Courtney, she is going to be helping me this market. She's going to be driving me and everything because we only have the one car, so my husband's going to need that for work. But yeah, she's going to be with me all weekend, and I can't thank her enough. She is moving on Monday to move to Tennessee, so it's kind of like our last little weekend together, and I'm just thankful for her. And yeah, it's like a sad time, but it's also going to be super fun because it'll just be me and her. My sister's going to come Saturday as well to help, but yeah, I'm just super thankful that I have a friend like her who is willing to help me. But these are going to be some of the pens here. I'm not sure if you can see, but it's like an ombre and it's got pink hearts. This one is like a purple, but it has like red hearts. And I've got a couple of them that have any color, but it says faith over fear and it's got a cross on it. There's some with flowers on them and then some with crosses. And then we've got like white bows. So yeah, a lot of them say that faith over fear, which I think is super cute. And you guys know me, I'm all about, you know, not being shy about my faith and, you know, letting everybody know about Jesus and how he saves and all of that. So this is just another little way that I do that. All right, so this is my pen turner here. It holds, I think, about 30 pens, but I got it from MH Turners. But so we've got those going and we are going to move on to our next project. But yeah, here is my pile of prayer quilts, and it's hard to think, like looking at this pile, that there's over 100, but there is. And that was a project I did yesterday, and it took literally all day from, I think it was like 9 or 10 in the morning, and I didn't stop until midnight. Of course, you know, I did things throughout the day here and there, but yeah, this is my pile of over 100 prayer quilts that just need to be pinked, and those will be finished. All right, so we're back to our sewing station. Don't mind my appearance, I just got out of the shower, but as you can see behind me, I'm just working on these scrunchy wristlets and the lanyards, just working on filling that up. And I'm not gonna worry about filling it up as much because I also like to have something to do at the market. I like to have things that I can work on. So what I'm gonna do is these need to be sewn. So I'm gonna sew them all, and then I'll bring with me my little metal hardware and my clamping tool, and I will make these like as the market's going on. That way I'm not putting too much pressure on myself. So, because I still have to pack up everything. But here are the over 100 prayer quilts. They have the pinking around the edges, and they just need the little threads snipped. So we got those all finished, and I still have to pack up the pens and stuff, and I like to put them in a plastic sleeve, and then I put like the care instructions in there and where they can get the refills for the pens. But yeah, this is how I love these pegboards so much because look how perfect that is, and like the length, it's just gonna sit there, and how lucky am I, thank the Lord, that these fit on there perfectly. So I'm very happy with that. And yeah, so I'm just gonna have those like mix matched around, and people can like dig through them and find the ones that they like. Now, when I have my regular wristlets like these ones, I have 2 of the pegboards, so every print has its own spot. But I figured with these, they can kind of, you know, dig through them and find the ones that they like. So I'm going to end the video here, and I appreciate you guys hanging with me this Saturday. And I know it's kind of probably going to be a shorter one, but I wanted to show you like my mock setup and, you know, how I went about with that. But I've got my whole closet full of AirPod cases and then Kindle and book sleeves that I need to pack up. And then on my multiple tiered shelf there, all the wallets and small zipper pouches I need to pack up too. So I've still got a lot to do. I also went to Sam's Club today and I got a case of water, I got Gatorades, I got a watermelon that I'm gonna cut up because, believe it or not, I'm allergic to all like nuts and pretty much all fruit. I think watermelon is the only one that doesn't like react with me, so I got that. It's very unfortunate because I do love fruit, and I notice that I will put myself through misery to eat it because it's just good, and I know that your body needs them. So it's very unfortunate, but at least I've got the watermelon with me because I'd love to bring fruit with me to markets. I think that would be like nice and hydrating, but watermelon will do. And then I've got lots of snacks. I got like cheese and crackers and granola bars and stuff like that. So yeah, I think I'm going to be all set for the weekend, and I'm gonna fill my cooler up with ice and in the morning and make sure like everything will stay cold throughout the day. So yeah, I will see you guys next Saturday, and stay tuned for that one because it's going to be the whole market vlog on the Blueberry Festival. So again, if you're local to me, the Hernando County Blueberry Festival is at Florida Classic Park, and it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can check on my website. It has a tab that says upcoming vendor markets, and all the hours and location is there for you. So again, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me this Saturday, and I can't wait to see you next Saturday. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you soon. Bye.